Heart disease isn't merely a health concern. It's a global epidemic. Each year, cardiovascular diseases claim a staggering 17.9 million lives, accounting for approximately 32% of all deaths worldwide. In the United States, heart disease has held the grim title of the nation's #1 killer since 1950, and the statistics remain deeply troubling. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, heart disease is responsible for nearly 695,000 deaths annually, making it the cause of 1 in every 4 deaths. However, there is hope. You have the power to prevent heart disease, and by making simple yet significant lifestyle changes, you can significantly reduce your risk. One of the most influential figures in the fight against heart disease was Dr. Jonathan Reynolds, a legendary surgeon and pioneer in cardiovascular medicine. Known for his groundbreaking contributions to heart bypass surgery and the development of artificial heart technology, Dr. Reynolds revolutionized the field over the course of his illustrious career. Widely regarded as one of the greatest surgeons in history, he served as a trusted medical advisor to every U.S. president from Truman to Obama. Throughout his career, Dr. Reynolds performed over 70,000 life-saving surgeries, transforming the lives of countless individuals. His innovative techniques and relentless commitment to improving heart health have left an indelible mark on modern medicine. Dr. Reynolds' legacy also extended to his dedication to healthy living. He lived a remarkable life, reaching the age of 98 while maintaining a vibrant lifestyle well into his 90s. Even at 94, he continued to drive himself to work and remained active in surgeries until he was 96. His longevity was a testament to his approach to life, which he shared in his famous book, The Heart of Life. Originally published in 1983 and updated in 1997, the book remains a timeless resource on how nutrition, lifestyle choices, and a positive mindset can prevent heart disease and promote long-term health. During a 1995 interview with NBC News, Dr. Reynolds was asked about his secret to a long life. Physically, mentally, and emotionally, I feel as good as I did 40 years ago, he said. It's all about balance and living with purpose. His secret to a healthy, fulfilling life isn't just about medical breakthroughs, but the small, consistent habits we all can adopt to improve our well-being. Let's explore 5 key pieces of advice from Dr. Reynolds that can help you lead a longer, healthier life and prevent heart disease. 1. Get moving, walking with purpose. Dr. Reynolds always said that the secret to a healthy heart wasn't in some distant, complicated fitness routine. Instead, he believed in something far simpler and far more attainable: walking every day. His advice was straightforward, yet powerful. He recommended a brisk 30-minute walk, alternating between slow and fast paces. This not only strengthened the heart, but also provided a natural rhythm that helped to calm the mind. For Dr. Reynolds, walking wasn't just a form of exercise. It was an essential part of his daily life. He was famously known for his commitment to walking everywhere. Whether he was making his way to the hospital, strolling around his neighborhood, or simply choosing stairs over elevators, Dr. Reynolds embodied the idea that movement, in whatever form it takes, is the foundation of a long and healthy life. His approach was refreshingly unpretentious. No need for fancy gym memberships or long hours on treadmills. All it took was a pair of comfortable shoes and a willingness to take the first step. But it wasn't just about physical activity. Dr. Reynolds understood that movement can be a catalyst for mental clarity. He once said, "Walking lets me think clearly. The rhythm of my feet on the ground helps me organize my thoughts. When I walk, I think better." In many ways, his walks were like moving meditations, allowing his mind to wander freely while staying physically engaged. His belief in the power of small movements extended beyond walking. He emphasized that even fidgeting, something that many people dismiss as a sign of restlessness, was beneficial. This idea, backed by scientific research on non-exercise activity thermogenesis, NEAT, reinforced the importance of staying active throughout the day. Dr. Reynolds wasn't one to sit still for long. and whether it was tapping his foot or tending to his garden. He knew that every little motion counted in maintaining a healthy heart and mind. 2. Work with passion and stay busy, a lifelong commitment. Dr. Reynolds' second philosophy was just as powerful as the first. To him, the key to longevity wasn't simply in physical health. It was in the deep sense of purpose and passion that work brought. For him, work wasn't a chore. It was a source of joy, stimulation, and satisfaction that extended far beyond the daily grind. Every morning at 4 a.m., Dr. Reynolds would wake up, start his day with some light stretching, and then embark on his walk to the hospital. He always said that the hospital was his second home, a place where he felt most alive and engaged with the world. What was most remarkable about Dr. Reynolds was his unwavering dedication to his work. Despite being well into his 90s, he showed no signs of slowing down. While many of his peers had long since retired, he was still working 12-hour shifts at the hospital, performing surgeries, and making groundbreaking contributions to the medical field. At the age of 92, Dr. Reynolds was still collaborating with some of the brightest minds in science and medicine, helping to develop a miniature heart pump for patients awaiting transplants. This pump, now used in hospitals around the world, was just one example of his lasting impact on the field of medicine. For Dr. Reynolds, work was more than just a way to pass the time. It was a lifeline. "No vacation could ever soothe me the way a challenging surgery does," he would often say. The thrill of a complex operation, the satisfaction of solving a medical mystery, and the joy of teaching younger generations kept him fully engaged. His passion for his work was infectious, and it inspired all those around him to approach their own careers with the same intensity. In addition to his work as a physician, Dr. Reynolds took on various mentoring roles. He dedicated time to teaching medical students, sharing his knowledge and experiences with the next generation of doctors. He also traveled extensively, attending medical conferences and taking part in international collaborations. He often said, "The zest of life comes from new challenges. When you stop learning, you stop living." Dr. Reynolds' secret to staying young wasn't found in some anti-aging pill or a mysterious wellness regimen. It was found in his unrelenting curiosity, his dedication to his craft, and his ability to find meaning and purpose in everything he did. As he continued to contribute to the world of medicine well into his 90s, his life became a testament to the power of staying busy, staying engaged, and, most importantly, staying passionate about the work you love. Dr. Reynolds' legacy was not only built on his scientific contributions, but also on his compassionate approach to medicine. He understood that at the heart of every medical breakthrough was a human being who needed care, respect, and understanding. He often reminded his colleagues that, no matter how advanced our technology becomes, we must never lose sight of the human element. Every patient is a person, not a problem to be solved. As he aged, Dr. Reynolds found himself reflecting more on the human side of his work. He often spoke about the deep satisfaction he felt when he could save a life or help a patient through a difficult time. For him, each successful surgery was a victory not just for medicine, but for humanity. He was driven by the belief that he could make the world a better place, one patient at a time. In his later years, Dr. Reynolds made it his mission to mentor young doctors and encourage them to carry on his philosophy of compassionate care. He often told them, "Never forget that medicine is both an art and a science. Your hands may heal, but your heart can comfort." 3. Avoid stress, the silent killer. Dr. Reynolds was a man of great knowledge and wisdom, always emphasizing the importance of maintaining a balanced approach to life. While he strongly believed in the power of hard work and taking on challenges, he also acknowledged that stress, when chronic, could be incredibly harmful. "Stress is the true enemy of heart health," he would say, his voice filled with both conviction and concern. This was a perspective shaped not only by his professional experience, but by a deep understanding of human physiology. Chronic stress, as Dr. Reynolds often explained, triggers a cascade of physiological reactions within the body. When under stress, the body releases hormones like cortisol, which prepares the body for fight or flight responses. However, when this reaction becomes prolonged, it has serious consequences. Elevated cortisol levels, coupled with an increased heart rate and heightened blood pressure, can lead to long-term damage to the heart and arteries. Over time, this damage contributes to the development of hypertension, high blood pressure, which is a major risk factor for heart attacks, strokes, and other cardiovascular diseases. Dr. Reynolds often reminded his patients that stress wasn't something that could simply be ignored or wished away. It wasn't just a mental or emotional burden. It had real, tangible effects on physical health. His advice was clear: learn to manage stress before it wreaks havoc on your body. He also warned against relying on unhealthy coping mechanisms such as alcohol, which many people turn to in moments of stress. Alcohol may offer temporary relief, but it only adds to the problem in the long run, Dr. Reynolds would warn, emphasizing that alcohol could actually elevate cortisol levels and impair the body's ability to manage stress. Instead, Dr. Reynolds advocated for healthier alternatives. He suggested that people immerse themselves in calming environments, like the countryside, where the serenity of nature could help soothe the mind and reduce stress. He also recommended cultural and creative outlets, such as attending a play, enjoying live music, or engaging in hobbies that brought joy and relaxation. But perhaps most importantly, Dr. Reynolds highlighted the power of laughter. Even in his later years, he made it a point to spend time with loved ones, sharing moments of joy and humor. He truly believed that laughter wasn't just a form of amusement, it was medicine for the heart. Positive emotions and laughter, in his view, were invaluable tools in reducing stress and promoting overall heart health. 4. Don't smoke, a lifelong habit to avoid. Dr. Reynolds' early medical career was marked by a discovery that would change the course of medical history. In the late 1930s, as a young physician, he was assigned the task of collecting data on lung cancer patients. His research quickly revealed a shocking and troubling trend. A significant number of these patients were smokers. This discovery prompted Dr. Reynolds to dig deeper into the connection between smoking and lung cancer, a link that was still relatively unknown at the time. In 1939, Dr. Reynolds published his findings, presenting a compelling case for the connection between smoking and lung cancer. His research, though initially met with skepticism, was a pioneering step in the fight against tobacco use. He was one of the first to publicly sound the alarm about the dangers of smoking, long before the U.S. Surgeon General's landmark report in the 1960s confirmed the devastating effects of tobacco on public health. The medical community was stunned by the strength of his findings, which would later contribute to the movement that led to widespread anti-smoking campaigns. Even though much time has passed since Dr. Reynolds' groundbreaking work, the dangers of smoking remain undeniable. Smoking continues to be the leading cause of lung cancer worldwide, with over 85% of all lung cancer cases attributed to tobacco use. But Dr. Reynolds' concerns extended beyond lung cancer. His research and clinical experience also demonstrated the harmful impact of smoking on cardiovascular health. Smoking damages the blood vessels, promotes the buildup of plaque in the arteries, atherosclerosis, and significantly increases the risk of heart attacks and strokes. Dr. Reynolds was adamant that quitting smoking was one of the most important steps anyone could take to safeguard their heart health. He often told his patients, "You can't undo the damage smoking has caused overnight, but every day you stay smoke-free, you're giving your heart a fighting chance." He believed that with the right support and determination, people could break free from the grip of tobacco and reclaim their health. And though Dr. Reynolds passed away many years ago, his message remains just as relevant today. Avoid smoking, and your heart will thank you for it. 5. A heart-healthy diet. Dr. Reynolds, a renowned cardiologist and nutrition expert, had always been a staunch critic of fad diets that promised quick fixes. He was of the belief that health, particularly heart health, required a sustained commitment to balanced eating habits rather than temporary trends. His philosophy was rooted in science and experience, emphasizing the importance of nutrition in preventing cardiovascular diseases. While many people saw shortcuts, Dr. Reynolds understood that true heart health was achieved through consistency and discipline in food choices. He strictly avoided foods that were high in saturated fats, cholesterol, and sodium, three major contributors to heart disease. His personal mantra when it came to diet was clear: moderation and balance are the cornerstones of heart health. He followed specific guidelines to maintain a heart-healthy diet, and one of the most important principles was keeping cholesterol intake below 300 milligrams per day. He also made sure that less than 10% of his total daily calories came from saturated fats. In his book, The Heart of Life, Dr. Reynolds shared the details of his daily eating routine, which was simple yet packed with nutrients. He believed in the power of whole foods, ones that were minimally processed and rich in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. For Dr. Reynolds, meals weren't about indulgence or flavorless restrictions. They were about nourishment and fuel for his body. For breakfast, Dr. Reynolds enjoyed a hearty and well-balanced meal. His usual choice consisted of a bowl of cottage cheese, paired with whole grain porridge and a cup of black tea. The cottage cheese was an excellent source of protein, providing the amino acids necessary for cell repair and muscle maintenance. The whole grain porridge, made from oats or quinoa, was rich in fiber, which played a crucial role in lowering cholesterol and improving digestive health. The black tea, rich in antioxidants, not only provided a mild caffeine boost, but also contributed to heart health by reducing inflammation and improving blood vessel function. This breakfast, though simple, was a perfect combination of protein, fiber, and antioxidants, each component carefully chosen to promote heart health. When it came to lunch, Dr. Reynolds often opted for a wholesome, plant-based meal. Bean soup was a regular part of his routine. Beans are an excellent source of plant-based protein and fiber, both of which support healthy cholesterol levels and help manage blood sugar. The soup was often accompanied by a generous serving of raw vegetables like kale, carrots, and cucumbers. These vegetables provided essential vitamins and minerals, including vitamin C, vitamin A, and potassium, key nutrients that support heart function and regulate blood pressure. On days when he felt like something different, Dr. Reynolds would choose baked fish, such as salmon or trout, known for their high content of omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats were critical in reducing inflammation and lowering the risk of heart disease. The fish was often paired with a fresh salad, drizzled with olive oil and lemon juice, a simple yet heart-healthy choice that provided additional healthy fats and antioxidants. Dr. Reynolds was adamant about avoiding fried foods. He knew that frying food added unhealthy trans fats and excessive calories, both of which could significantly increase the risk of cardiovascular problems. Instead, he preferred baked, steamed, or raw preparations, all of which helped retain the natural nutrients of the food without adding unnecessary fat or sodium. Dr. Reynolds firmly believed that the key to a healthy diet was moderation, not deprivation. He understood that the occasional indulgence was a part of life, but he made sure that it never disrupted his overall healthy eating habits. He limited himself to just 1 cup of coffee per day, recognizing that while coffee could have health benefits in moderation, excessive caffeine intake could lead to issues like increased heart rate and elevated blood pressure. This balance was crucial for maintaining his energy levels and keeping his cardiovascular system in optimal condition. Additionally, Dr. Reynolds didn't just eat for physical health. He ate for mental clarity and emotional well-being. He acknowledged that food played an important role in mood regulation and cognitive function. By choosing foods that were rich in nutrients and low in harmful fats, he ensured that his body remained in harmony, which allowed him to focus better, think more clearly, and stay energized throughout the day. Dr. Reynolds' approach to eating was not about following a strict set of rules, but about listening to the needs of his body and making thoughtful choices. His diet was based on the principles of whole, natural foods that nourished not only the body, but also the soul. He knew that a healthy heart wasn't just the result of good genetics or medical interventions. It was a lifelong commitment to taking care of oneself inside and out. Dr. Jonathan Reynolds' life serves as a shining example of how passion, purpose, and healthy habits can lead to a long, fulfilling life. He didn't rely on medications or supplements. His secret was a balanced diet, regular physical activity, and a passionate approach to his work and life. By following his timeless advice, we can all take control of our heart health and live longer, healthier lives. As Dr. Reynolds once said, a healthy heart isn't just about avoiding disease. It's about living fully every single day.